Welcome back, children. We will continue with the numericals on consumption function equation from the chapter Determination of Income and Employment. Now, all of you take page number 8.22 and we will do example number 24. Let me read out the question for you. Question number 24. Given consumption function and investment expenditure is equal to 1000 crores. What is the consumption function given? C is equal to 100 plus 0.75y. Given the consumption function, C is equal to 100 plus 0.75y. What is the C equal to 100 plus 0.75y? Definitely it is consumption equation. So we can write consumption equation C is equal to C bar plus by. This C is equal to C bar plus by is given in the question as C is equal to 100 plus 0.75y. So given the consumption function C is equal to 100 plus 0.75y and investment expenditure is equal to 1000 crores. So I is given as 1000 crores. What are you asked to find out? Calculate equilibrium level of national income, comma, consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income. You are asked to find out two things. First one is you are asked to find out the equilibrium level of income. You are asked to find out the equilibrium level of income and consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income and consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income. So you are given the following information. C is equal to C bar plus by, that is 100 plus 0.75y, and I is given as 1000 crores. So you have to find out equilibrium level of income and consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income. Now, how will you find out the equilibrium level of income? You have learned about ADAS approach. What is this ADAS approach? What is equilibrium level of income? You have learned two approaches regarding equilibrium level of income, that is ADAS approach and S is equal to I approach. Now according to ADAS approach, equilibrium level of income can happen at a point where AD is equal to AS. So just keep that point in mind. Equilibrium level of income according to ADAS approach can happen at a point where AD is equal to AS. Now, we cannot solve the problem with this equation. Therefore, we have to substitute the equation. We have to find out a new equation from this particular given equation. Now, you know what is AS. You have learned AS is equal to Y. You have learned AS is equal to Y. Aggregate supply is equal to national income. You have learned AD, the components of AD as C plus I. So, AS is equal to Y and AD is equal to C plus I. Now, from this we can find a new equation. If AD is equal to AS, C plus I should be definitely equal to Y. AD is equal to AS. We have written the value of AD as a C plus I and we have written AS as Y. Therefore, C plus I should be definitely equal to Y. This can be written as an equation. Therefore, this can be written as an equation Y is equal to C plus I. So, this should be the equation that you have to use when you solve the problems on consumption function. So, what is the equation that you have to use to find out the equilibrium level of income? The equation that you have to use to find out the equilibrium level of income is Y is equal to C plus I. We cannot use AD is equal to AS because we don't have the values of AD and AS here. So to find out the equilibrium level of income, we have derived another equation from AD is equal to AS, that is Y is equal to C plus I. So always keep in mind, to find out the equilibrium level of income when the consumption function is given, use the equation Y is equal to C plus I. Now with that equation we will proceed. Now so what we can write at equilibrium level of income, what we can write here, equilibrium level of income is Y is equal to C plus I. So what is the question given here? Calculate the equilibrium level of income, national income. So we have found a solution for that. Equilibrium level of national income is Y is equal to C plus I. At equilibrium level, Y is equal to C plus I. Now we can substitute the values. Now we have to find out Y, isn't it? To find out the value of Y, what we have to do, Y is equal to, now what is the C? Actually the function C is given in your problem. What is this? C is equal to C bar plus by, 100 plus 0.75 Y. So that has to be written in this equation. Which equation? This equation C. So C function has to be written there. So Y is equal to, instead of C we will write C bar plus by, that is 100 plus 0.75 Y, because we know C is equal to C bar plus by. Therefore instead of C we will be writing C bar plus by. So what is C bar plus by? 100 plus 0.75 Y. So we will be writing 100 plus 0.75 Y instead of what? C, because C is C bar plus by given in the question. Plus we have one more component, that is I. What is the value of I? The value of I, investment expenditure, is given as 1000 crores. So we have to write it as 1000. Okay, now the equation is Y is equal to 100 plus 0.75 Y plus 1000. So from this we have to find out Y. We are asked to find out what? Calculate the equilibrium level of national income. We are going to find out the equilibrium level of national income, because we know at equilibrium Y is equal to C plus I. So from that equation we can find out Y. Now find out Y. Y is equal to this 100 and 1000 can be added. So equation becomes Y is equal to 1100 plus 0.75 Y. Okay, now the 0.75 Y can be taken to the other side of the equal side. Now this Y actually means what? 1Y, isn't it? This Y actually means 1Y. So we can write 1Y. So when this comes to this side, other side of the equal side, it becomes minus 0.75Y. Am I right? So 1Y minus 0.75Y is equal to 1100. Okay. Now we have to differentiate 1 and 0. We have to find out the difference of 1 and 0.75. So 1Y minus 0.75 will give you 0.25Y, because 1 minus 0.75 is 0.25. 1Y minus 0.75Y means 0.25Y is equal to, what is the value here? 1100. Now how can you find out Y? Therefore Y is equal to 1100 divided by 0.25. So when you divide it, you will get 4400 as the answer. So what is the value of Y here? The value of Y is 4400. This is how you find out the value of Y. So always remember, when a consumption function equation is given and if you are asked to find out the equilibrium level of income, always use the equation Y is equal to C plus I, because we know at equilibrium level of income according to AD-AS approach, AD is equal to AS, where AD is C plus I and AS is equal to Y. Therefore we can derive another equation Y is equal to C plus I. So use only that equation, only then we can substitute the values with C function, right? Now what is the next? You are asked to find out consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income. You have to find out consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income. What is the consumption equation given here? C is equal to C bar plus BY. So you are asked to find out this C. You are asked to find out that C. So we can find consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income. Consumption expenditure at equilibrium, consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income. How will you find out consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income? Using the equation C is equal to C bar plus BY, where you have to find out this C. So write the C like that. C is equal to, what is C bar plus BY? You already know what is C bar plus BY. What is C bar plus BY? C bar plus BY is 100 plus 0.75 Y. So you may write that. 100 plus 0.75. Now instead of Y, what will you write? The value of Y which we found, that is 4,400. 4,400. C is equal to 100 plus 0.75 into 4,000 will give you the answer as C is equal to 3,400, because 0.75 into 4,400 which gives the value of 3,300 plus 100 will give you 3,400. So I hope it is clear. So how will you find out the consumption expenditure? The consumption expenditure is found by using the formula C is equal to C bar plus BY. So from that you can find C by substituting the values. C bar is that function C bar plus BY, 100 plus 0.75. Y, the value of Y can be written which we already found. So it becomes 100 plus 0.75 into 4,400, where you get the value as C is equal to 100 plus 0.75 into 4,400. So that value added to 100 will give you 3,400 as the answer. So the equilibrium level of income you got as 4,400 and consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income is 3,400. This is how you find. Now hope it is clear to you. Now we will move on to the next problem, that is example number 25. Example 25 is same as that of what we have done for example 24, but we will do it. Example number 25, in an economy, the consumption function C is equal to 500 plus 0.75 Y is given. Calculate the equilibrium level of income and consumption expenditure when the investment expenditure is given as 5,000 crores. The same problem you have to do, it is the same problem that we have to do. Now I'll explain the initial the points which you have to keep in mind. In an economy, the consumption function is C is equal to 500 plus 0.75 Y. What is that given? Solution. What will you write as solution? Solution. What is given? C is equal to C bar plus BY. C is equal to C bar plus BY. That is what is given in your question. C is equal to 500 plus 0.75 Y. Calculate the equilibrium level of income. So this is what is given. With that you have to calculate the equilibrium level of income. You have to find out equilibrium level of income. Find out equilibrium level of income. Now how will you find out the equilibrium level of income? Because you know equilibrium level of income is attained at a point where Y is equal to C plus I. So equilibrium level of income is Y is equal to C plus I. Now, you are also asked to find out consumption expenditure at that equilibrium level of income when the investment is given as 5,000 crores. So, the value of investment is also given as 5,000 crores. Okay. Now, y is equal to c plus I. We are going to find out the equilibrium level of income, where y is equal to, you can write down c. Instead of c, you can write 500 plus 0.75 y, because c is equal to c bar plus by. Therefore, we can write 500 plus 0.75 y plus I. What is the value of I? The value of I is 5,000. The value of I is 5,000. Now, we can write down this equation as y is equal to, where 500 and 5,000 can be added. Therefore, it becomes 5,500 plus 0.75 y. So, same as what we have done for the last problem. You can take the 0.75 to the side. Actually, here it is 1y. Therefore, when 0.75 is taken to the side, it becomes minus 0.75 is equal to 5,500. Now, 1 minus 0.75, you know it is 0.25. You have to write y. Therefore, 0.25 y is equal to 5,500. From this, y can be found. Y is equal to 5,500 divided by 0.25 will give you the answer as 22,000. Okay, so the answer is 22,000. Now you have found the value of y. Equilibrium level of national income is found. Now what is the next value you have to find out? Next value is, so first is calculate the equilibrium level of income that we found. Next is consumption expenditure at equilibrium level of income when investment is given as 5,000. How will you find out consumption expenditure? To find out consumption expenditure, you have the equation. How to find out consumption expenditure? To find consumption expenditure, use, how will you use it? C is equal to C bar plus by. Use C is equal to C bar plus by. Now, you have to find out the value of C. You have to find out the value of C. Now, you don't know the value of C. So, write it as C is equal to, you have to find out consumption expenditure. C bar, you know. What is the value of C bar? That is 500 plus 0.75. Instead of y, you can write the value of y. The value of y can be written as into, y is 22,000. Now, therefore, it becomes 500 plus 0.75 into 22,000 will give you the answer as 16,500. Therefore, C is equal to 16,000 plus 16,500 plus 500 will give you the answer as 17,500. So, when the equilibrium level of income is 22,000, the consumption expenditure is 17,000. So, these are the values. This is how you find out. So, always keep in mind, whenever a question is asked to find out the equilibrium level of income given the consumption function equation, use the equation y is equal to C plus I. Okay. Now, hope it is clear to you. Now, we will move on to the next problem. It is little bit different from what we have learned. Till now, we were learning consumption function equation. This is saving function equation. The question is as follows. The saving function of an economy is S is equal to minus 200 plus 0.25y. Saving function is given here, isn't it? Now, let us write the saving function. How to write the saving function? Solution. How to write down the saving function? If C is equal to C bar plus by, how will you write down the saving function? The saving function is S is equal to minus C bar plus 1 minus B into y. Minus C bar is what? It is saving. C bar is autonomous consumption. Autonomous consumption is taken from the past saving, therefore minus C bar means this saving. C bar is autonomous consumption. Now minus C bar plus 1 minus B into Y. Just remember what is consumption equation. C is equal to C bar plus BY, right? Here C bar is autonomous consumption. What is this B? B is actually MPC, marginal propensity to consume. So in the saving function, instead of B it is 1 minus B. What is 1 minus B? If B is MPC, 1 minus B is MPS, because in the saving function we use marginal propensity to save, and we have learned MPC plus MPS is equal to 1, therefore MPS is equal to 1 minus MPC, which means 1 minus B, therefore 1 minus B is MPS. Once again I repeat, MPC plus MPS is equal to 1, therefore MPS is equal to 1 minus MPC. MPC is also known as B, that means 1 minus B. 1 minus B is MPS. So what is given here in the saving equation? In the saving equation given is MPS, 1 minus B is MPS. So that saving equation is given in your problem. Now what are you asked to find out? The economy is in equilibrium when income is 2000 crores. So economy is in equilibrium when the income is 2000 crores. What are you asked to find out? So that means the value of income is 2000 crores. You can write the value of income as 2000 crores. So saving function is given there and the value of income is 2000 crores. Calculate investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income. What are you asked to find out here? Investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income. You are asked to find out investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income. And the second one is autonomous consumption, and the third one is investment multiplier. You are asked to find out three components. One is investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income, autonomous consumption and investment multiplier. So we will write down the function given as S is equal to minus 200 plus 0.25 Y. Y is given as 2000 crores. Y is given as 2000 crores. Then you are asked to find out investment INVST, investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income. Investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income. The first one you are asked to find out is investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income. How will you find out investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income? You have learned in saving investment approach. Equilibrium, at equilibrium level of income, saving is equal to investment. Saving is equal to investment at equilibrium level of income. So you have learned according to S is equal to I approach. S is equal to I approach says that at equilibrium level of income, saving is equal to investment. So how will you find out the value of investment at equilibrium level of income? With the help of S. If you know S, you can write S is equal to I. Understood? So investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income. At equilibrium level of income, S is equal to I. Therefore, if you know the value of S, definitely you can write the value of I as S. Now you have the equation of S given in the problem. S is equal to minus 200 plus 0.25 Y. Now just substitute the value of Y in your equation. Now when you substitute the value of Y, S is equal to minus 200 plus 0.25. What is the value of Y given here in your equation? Value of Y given is into 2000. Now therefore S is equal to minus 200 plus 0.25 into 2000 will give you 500. So minus 200 plus 500 will give you the answer as 300. Now you have the value of S. You have learned at equilibrium level of income S is equal to I. Therefore, what is investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income? Definitely I will be equal to 300. Why? Because at equilibrium level of income S is equal to I. The problem is solved. Now you got the answer for the first part. Second part is find out autonomous consumption. How will you find out autonomous consumption? What is autonomous consumption actually? Autonomous consumption. Find out autonomous consumption. What is autonomous consumption actually? Autonomous consumption is C bar. Now, in the saving equation, what is given actually? Minus C bar is given because S is equal to minus C bar plus 1 minus B into Y. In the saving equation, what is actually given? Minus C bar. What is the value of minus C bar given here? Minus 200, isn't it? So, what is the value of C bar autonomous consumption? 200. Therefore, the value of autonomous consumption is 200. Okay. Now, what is the next? You are asked to find out investment multiplier. We found investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income. Then we found the autonomous consumption, and the third one which we need to find out is investment multiplier. How will you find out investment multiplier? Just think of the symbol that we use for investment multiplier. The symbol for investment multiplier is K. Which are the different methods by which we find K? We have different formulas that we use, isn't it? K is equal to delta Y by delta I. K is equal to 1 by 1 minus MPC, and K is equal to 1 by MPS. Different methods we can find out K, isn't it? Now, here which equation we can use? Which formula we can use? Definitely the last one. K is equal to 1 by MPS, because you know the value of MPS here. What is the value of MPS? In the beginning itself I told you, that is in the consumption equation, B is MPC. Therefore, in the saving equation 1 minus B will be what? MPS. What is 1 minus B here actually? This is minus C bar plus 1 minus B. This is 1 minus B. 0.25 is 1 minus B. Therefore, we can use this equation. K is equal to 1 by, what is 1 minus B in your example? 0.25. So, what is 1 by 0.25? It is equal to 4. Therefore, the answer is 4. So, all the three components you got. The first component was investment expenditure at equilibrium level of income, answer is 300. Then autonomous consumption, that is 200. And finally, the investment multiplier K is equal to 1 by MPS is equal to 4. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.